Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another new vlog. Thank you for joining me once again. I want to talk to you today about one piece of equipment that virtually all landscape photographers carry in their arsenal with them whenever they're out taking landscape photos. But before I do that, I just want to show you something. Check out this tree behind me. I was just walking through this woodland trying to get to a spot where I'd like to be to take some photos, and spotted this tree here, so I just had to stop and take a photo of it. It kind of stands out like a sore thumb, so I've set up the camera and I've shot this with an f4 aperture so that I'm focused just on this tree, and everything else hopefully will fall out of focus, so that you get soft focus in the background, because I want the attention to be on this tree itself. Yeah, like I said, f4, 125th of a second, ISO 200, and I hope you like this image. Now I'm going to move on and talk to you about this vital piece of equipment that we all carry. That important piece of equipment that I'm talking about, guys, is the trusty tripod, or rusty tripod. I'm currently using a Manfrotto Compact Advanced aluminium tripod. Now I hope you can see from these pictures that I'm about to show you, the tripod itself has 4 leg sections which can all be adjusted independently to allow for extra height and for setting the tripod up on sloping or uneven surfaces so that you can keep the camera even at all times. At the top of that tripod there is a 3-way head which allows a lot of versatility for moving the tripod around, looking for compositions, tipping the camera forward or backwards to try and get a slightly different angle. Also, that 3-way head on top of the tripod is all part of an extra long centre column. Now that centre column also can be adjusted in terms of height, so you can get slightly higher or slightly lower depending on what you're shooting and how you want to compose the image. As well as being able to adjust the height of that centre column, you can also turn that centre column upside down, and I hope you can tell by the images that I'm showing you now just what that looks like. So what I'm going to try and do now is take a few shots with that centre column turned upside down and the camera shooting in between the tripod legs from underneath. Hopefully that will work. If this doesn't work, by the way, I've had enough. I'm throwing in the towel. No more camera, no more photography, no more YouTube. That's it. I'm selling up, getting rid of everything. This better work, you know. There we go. Centre column of the tripod is turned upside down, so you can see there that I'm going to be shooting in between the tripod legs when I put the camera onto the tripod head in just a moment. I will show you what the composition looks like in just a minute, but I hope you like this one. Now, I've never ever tried something like this before, so hopefully this one will actually work out. But you can see there I've got a lovely composition right in front of me, and as you can see there is this kind of root system running along the side of this brook which I want to try and capture. There's also this big lump of wood in the middle of the brook which is a bit of a pain, but not to worry, I'll get on. But I like the fact that this root system runs along the edge of the brook between this tree here in the distance and these couple of trees on the very corner. So I'm going to set this up and take this shot now. If you're like me and you played a lot of football and cycled quite a lot when you were in your early 20s, and now you're twice that age and you haven't played football or cycled at all for quite some time, this kind of photography can be quite difficult for you. I was thinking when I was taking that last shot, Ouch. I was crouched down trying to look through the viewfinder so I could see, look at the live view screen so I could see the image that I was taking. Luckily I've got an articulating screen on this camera that I'm shooting with, and that means I can turn the screen right around and have a look at that from all angles, but I still needed to be a little bit closer to the screen to see what I was doing, so that was quite a difficult one. I managed to get myself up anyway, and I've started walking along this muddy path. I've been along here before, so I know where I'm going, but just along the path here, at the side of the path, kind of on a slope just on the edge of the woodland, there's this bit of tree trunk or stump which has obviously been blown off in the wind and dropped to the floor right next to some other trees, and with it lying there just on the edge of the path, from a certain angle it looks a little bit like a serpent coming out of the woodland trying to scare me. So I think I need to stop here and take a photo of this. Once again I'm going to need to turn the centre column of the tripod upside down and put the camera underneath and shoot between the legs of the tripod, but because this is quite close to the ground anyway, and because there's a slight slope, it's not going to be as difficult for me to get down to it and actually take the photo. So I'll set this one up and take this for you now. In that last photo I didn't want to record video footage of me turning the tripod upside down again, so I just simply turned the tripod head upside down, took my photo, and then I took the camera off the tripod and then took a photo of the tripod with the head still upside down after I'd finished taking the photo. But I hope you notice in that photo of the tripod with the head upside down that there was actually a slight slope, and I've actually had to adjust the tripod legs so that I could accommodate that slope that I was standing on the side of. But it made it quite interesting, so I hope you'd like that image as well. I've come back to a spot now where I've photographed quite a few times before, and just out here on this pond there are some wooden groins that kind of run diagonally across the corner of the pond, and obviously I've shot those before, but I've never got down low and tried to zoom in a little bit closer. So I think this is going to be shot at 40mm, zoomed in quite nicely onto several of these wooden groins, but obviously with the tripod upside down so I can shoot low down. It was quite sunny earlier, but as you can see over my shoulder we've been completely obliterated by low cloud while I've been out. So this image is a bit of a flat one. There's a little bit of colour in it because you can see these trees at the far end, but mainly it's just the water with the reflection of the sky on it, the wooden groins and the sky itself. But like I say, there is just this little patch of green just at the back, but it's very faint. I've had to even turn up the white balance as well, so I've used the used the manual white balance and turn my white balance up. Hopefully that'll bring out a little bit more of that colour, but we'll have to wait and see. I have of course made one tactical error with this vlog today. Obviously I'm turning the camera upside down to take the photos, so I can look through that fully articulating screen and see the images the right way up, which helps me to compose and take the shot. But the camera, because it's upside down, is recording the scene upside down as well. So it means that when I get the images back to Photoshop or Lightroom at the end of the day, I can turn those upside down and they'll be the right way up, if you understand what I mean. That's not a very difficult job to do. It's quite easy just to turn those images around once I've got them on the computer. So that'll only take a few seconds. I hope you've been inspired by what I've been doing today. I think it's always interesting, if you want to get creative, try and do something that you wouldn't normally do. In this case I've tried turning the tripod upside down to see if I can get better landscape images. If you have been inspired by this video and you like what you see, if you like the images, please remember to like and subscribe. You can also comment and share. I'll try and answer as many of the comments as I can, and share the video on your social channels as well. That really helps me going forward. And in the meantime, I'll see you again on another vlog very soon. Bye for now.